right, so our first comedian, please welcome. This is her second time performing with us, I don't need to say all this. She's just really funny and a really nice person, but very funny. Give her a nice round of applause, and she's first, so a big round of applause, Jessica Larkin.
Everyone can see me? Okay. I know, stand up. I'm 5 foot, so this is what it looks like when your body doesn't grow after 13. For some of you, it might be 8. For some of you, it might be when you came out of the womb. I don't know. We see some tall people out there. It's pretty funny, though, because I get along with kids. I think they think I'm one of them. I felt this one 10-year-old like have a crush on me, weirdly. Like there was just like, what? And the reason why I know that is because it wasn't like the kind of stare where it's like, oh, this is the first time I've seen you, or what is this? It's more like the stare of, oh, what is this? I feel something down there and I don't know why. And so I'm at the same eye level, so I'm just like trying to not have eye contact, you know. But secretly I'm like, oh, Mama still has it. Okay. So one time I downloaded on YouTube accidentally YouTube Kids, and I was curious. I don't have any kids. I know. I don't have any kids, and so I clicked on the music part of it and the music videos, and let me just tell you, does it seem like every little white girl wants to be Beyonce? Like, well, they want to be a white Beyonce. I gotta tell you, like, this generation going on right now, or all the nonsense that's going on right now, like with Alabama and Georgia and so forth, all on the East Coast, the new generation, we need these little girls because I gotta tell you, they are dancing. When I saw these music videos, they were like fierce. They're stronger, they're smarter, they're faster, and it's like, oh my goodness, like their blood cells are they're made out of like rockets, because you just see them bouncing up and down the screen of my iPad. Like, we gotta take care of these girls, right? Right? We need them. That's why we have this all-female comedy show. Right? Plus one guy. Eric with a K. I love being married to my husband. I gotta share that with you. We're on our 5th year, and I gotta tell you, we have the right amount of neediness, you know, the right amount of independence, the right amount of like bickering. I know that he's the right one because whenever I'm high, I can still look at him and feel the same way, right? So for all the dating or single people out here, I suggest you like get into a mind-altering state, and if you look at your partner and think, shit, you probably shouldn't marry that person, just to let you guys know that. The only argument that we really have, and this is, he's pretty adamant about this, is who's gonna go first, right? Who's gonna die first? And he's so adamant that he wants to go first, and I'm like, no, what are you crazy? You're not gonna leave me all alone in this world. But you can wait. If you love me, you're gonna wait. You're a Taurus. And we'll just decide who's gonna go first after the dog dies, because both of us are not gonna die before the dog. That's just completely selfish, right? So, so after the dog dies, wow. Let's see here. Okay, so here's another thing too. There is no divorce when we first got married, right? Like beforehand, it's like there's no divorce. This is a one-time role. I am it. It is either murder or commitment. So you are all in with me. So I love Twitter. I don't know if anybody loves Twitter here. I love all the stories, all the articles, and I love all the chaos. Some people hate it. Some people hate social media. But I gotta say that I read this one article where this guy was, he injected semen into his arm to relieve his back pain. Has anybody heard this before? Nobody? Okay. So I'm just wondering what bodily fluids, how arrogant do you think you could be that your bodily fluids will relieve any kind of ailment, right? Like, I'm not gonna look in the mirror and think, oh, I have a pimple. Well, I have my period. So maybe just, maybe this will. So I'm just wondering here, how does this happen? Let's just figure this out together now, shall we? Okay, so I'm thinking, all right, he's laying down and he's got his cock, right? And he's jacking off. And I have an invisible cock, so I get to dictate the size. Right? Okay. So he's jacking off. And and I don't say a word because guys don't moan. They don't yell. They're not like, ah, ah. They're just like, okay. So now, okay, I did it. Okay, so now at this point, you'd want to wash your hands, right? Wash your hands, wipe your hands. You have a sheet, a sock, your cat, something that's close by. But I'm figuring, like maybe he was lying down and he got up and was like, oh, because he had back pain, right? So maybe he's like, oh. And then he just forgets about it. So now I feel like I gotta wash my hands. All right, that's my time, everybody.
Jessica Larkin, give her a nice round of applause. Available for kid shows. Your set raised so many questions, I must say. Particularly, this was large. Either your husband, you have very high expectations, because, yeah, I'd be happy with that. Boy, sure. Yeah. Actually, I could do, for men out there, there's no problem now. You can get a penis as big as you want. I don't usually talk about penises this early in the show, but you sort of paved the way, I think. We can say that. Yeah.